Right, welcome back everyone. Part 2, finial. Before I do the finial, I did say I've got some new chisels. I've been working on these this week. I'm doing these spindle turning chisels. Now, they're on a round bar on these, so you get 12mm round bar, and they come with negative rate cutters are going to be fitted to these when you buy them. So they're just for doing your spindle work, all your fine stuff, a bit like doing these finials and all that. They're so you can do all the little rolling over and all the little cuts like that. They're not for that plain pushing in, not for hollowing and that. So you get 5-inch bar, 9-inch handle, so 14-inch tool overall. They're nicely weighted, just right. You get the 12mm round. I'm doing the 14mm R2 negative rake, so you get that one. The detail chisel, it's going to be negative rake, and that's nicely ground, so you can roll that over. You can get right into do what you'll see me doing in a minute with the finial. And then also there's going to be the 9mm round, which again will be negative rake. Calms the tools down really quite a lot. So, and they're doing all your little spindles, little bird houses, things like that. Goblets, perfect for doing that. You're able to roll them over, they roll nicely, you have a lot of control over them, getting nice and close. And these are going to be on my website next week. I'll be getting those on. Just got to get the pictures taken and get them put on there. So look out for them. They're not going to be sold in sets, these ones. So it's not going to be like a set of 3 chisels. They're going to be individual, because a lot of people have already got the 40mm square, you've got in your type 3 set, you've got it on the pen sets and things. So a lot of people are just going to want the round one or maybe the detail one, depending on what you're doing. So I'm going to do them as just individual chisels. Okay, right, now enough of that, and let's get back onto this. Right, so I've got my bit of wood, I've got my chucker on here for doing my finial. I'm going to mount this up. Right, so I've got it held in my jaws here. Right, nice and tight, because I don't want it coming out. Gonna have to take my life centre out, get rid of that chuck right to the
tail stop.
Yeah, see, you're learning. I was testing you there. Tail stop. Right, I'm going to get the tool rest in nice and close. I like it nice, and even made myself up some new tool rests this week. New tools, new tool rests. I don't know. Spoiling myself. I'm hitting me chuck. Hang on. Let me just come up a little bit. There we are. That's going to be fine. Right. Okay. Now, as you'd all know, normally if you're doing a lot of spindle finials and that, people use this, a spindle gouge with a real swept back grind like that. Okay. And yes, it is nice. It's nice to be able to come in with that and do that. But that grind makes the tool very, very aggressive, and if you get it slightly wrong, you'll get skip backs, and you'll have trouble struggling. New turners will struggle with that, and also for getting the grind. But you can do these finials with your carbide chisels. You have everything you need in your carbide chisels. Now, I'm still going to be wearing my face shield because you get splinters of wood coming up, and I just like to be protected. So my face shield's on all the time when I'm turning. Right, let's get turning. Now, because we're out 6 inches out, well, 5 inches out there, so I'm going to start off with a square chisel, but rather than coming in like this, well, what you'll find a lot of the time, it will do it, but quite often it can knock it out of the chuck. So what I find, just roll the tool over slightly, come in, makes it a lot less aggressive. Now what I want to do, I just want to take all the corners off. See, and what I'm doing, I'm just like back cutting. I'm just using it for back cutting. I just want to knock the corners off, because I'm doing look, I'm just back cutting with it. Look, so easy to hold. Just have your cutter tipped over, come in, and you can just back cut. Right, and you get quite a nice finish with it. Right, now, if I hold it over, I want to just, so you can hear the noise it's making. I just want to take it down a bit. Right, I'm going to come this way and just... When I get closer down that end, it won't be so noisy. But you don't want to take too much off here because we're going to be working right on this end. So just taking down some wood. Right, that's enough of that. I'm not putting up with that noise. Right, let's get on to the, not detail, get on to the round one first. Right, round one. There we go. That makes it a bit quieter. Right, now, let's take this down to a little point. Right, little point. Now, most of this is going to be done with the detail chisel. Okay, now with your detail, you've got a bevel there, so you can ride that bevel like this. You can ride it. You can come up and you can take a really fine, look at that fine cut. Like that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to come back. That's where I want to be. And I'm just going to come in. So I'm just riding that bevel there. And take this down. Just get rid of some of this. Now I'm going to stop that at that. Right, okay, give myself some more room. Right. See, by rolling that, see that's your bevel there on that front edge. It's giving you basically a 1mm spindle gouge. Right, and I can come in here, ride that bevel, I can come along, and I can take whisper thin shavings off. Look at that. Right, now, again here, ride the bevel, and I can come down. Don't try to take too much like that. So I'm rushing it a little bit, but, right, I'll put a little dibble there. Quite a noisy bit of wood, this one. They don't all make that as much noise as that. Right, I'm going to roll this edge over. Roll this edge over there. Come back to that side, roll that over. Nice little bead, come in a bit. Got to be a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner. But not to the point where we're going to snap off. Now what I do sometimes, if it's getting a bit thin, I can stick my finger behind it. There, like that, see? Come in there. Right, there we are. Now, we'll bring that down a little bit. Now what I want is this side here to match this side here. There we go. Roll that over. Right, now we're coming up. Right, we're going to actually go back to the square chisel for a bit. Then I've got it rolled over. See, I'm using it over like this. Like when I was doing that back cutting. I'm just cooking here, I'm moving some wood. If you keep it rolled over, if you go flat, chances are it's going to catch and it's going to flip it off. So if you come over with it rolled over, just softens the cut. Makes it less aggressive. See, look. Right, leave that for a minute. I am back onto the detail. Now I've got to work out, I've got that there, so I want the next speed to be about here, I think. I'm going to bring this up here. Remember, your stem's got to get just slightly thicker as it comes up. Riding my bevel, coming down. I would normally be turning left-handed here because I'm working right on the chuck. But I'm doing that because I've got you there on the camera. Right, I think that's about right there. Okay. So now we're going to come down like this. We're going to bring this in here. So now I'm going to get rid of a little bit of this. I'm going to actually put a little taper on this. So that's like that, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my, I'd say about there, so let me come in again, like that. And the beauty of this, you make everyone different. Right, okay, parting tool. Get rid of a little bit of that. Now, like I said, I've got an 8mm hole. So I've got a set of calipers set at 8mm. Right, see, I've got a little way to go yet. There we go. That's my 8mm. Right, so that's where that's going to be. Right, okay. Detail chisel. I'm going to just... Actually, just going to bring that down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright. I quite like the look of that. Let me see how big have I got on it. Right, hang on. I might have to take that down a little bit. Yeah, that should be alright. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, I've got a little bit of sanding on that. It's not going to take a lot. I mean, I'll stop that quickly to let you have a look. Look at that finish. Lisa's going to zoom you right in close on that so you can see your finish. Okay. That's the finish, straight off of the carbide tool on there. Okay. Right. To start it up, I'm just going to do, I've got a 320 grit. 320 grit paper, that's all I'm using. I don't want to spoil the edge in there, so I want to keep that crisp. I'm just coming along there, in there, over the outside of that bead. Right, now what I'm going to do is just stick my thumb this side of it. Sorry about the dirty fingernails. I've been working. Just put it there, rest my thumb there, just so that I don't break it. Okay, a little bit on that tip, a little bit in there, that's it. You can see the cleanliness of that finish, it don't take much. Right, that's going to be it. That's the sanding done. People seem to think you've got to do a lot of sanding when you use carbide tools. Well, I don't know what carbide tools you're using.
Not yours.
Not mine, no. Right, it's just a bit of my sanding paste. So I'm not doing a full finish on these because Lisa's going to paint them. There we go. That's done. Right. Bit of tissue. Like I say, I mean, you can turn these as thin as you like. If you want them thinner, turn them thinner. I don't need these ones to be. These are all, like I said before, these all sit outside. Right, just going to part this off now. There we go. That's off. I'm going to keep it there so you're not seeing it. Don't think I've swapped it for a different one. Right, my little skew. See, you're not going to see how it's going to be inside. So a little finial. Right, and that just going to slot up. Come on, there, nice and tight. And that's going to sit like that. It's going to have a little screw I put in there, and there we go. So a little birdhouse with a finial. If you want to do a finial to go in the top and have one either end, just turn another one of those. Drill a slightly bigger hole in the top and fit your finial in it. There you go. Just let me take this mask off. Just another little thing you can do with your carbide tools. But you can turn your finials with your carbide chisels. And if you use one of those if you use your detail chisel, where have I got it? If you use your, that's a round chisel, pretending to be a detail chisel, that is. Right, if you use your detail chisel, I mean, if you had a detail chisel just for doing your finials, you'd probably never ever change that cutter. You'd never wear it out. You don't have to go back and do sharpening, you don't have to do nothing, and you can turn those, and you can turn them a lot thinner than that if you want to. Okay, and you can see the sand, a little bit of 320 grit paper, that was it. Same as the actual birdhouse itself. Roll your chisels over, you can see how little sanding I did on that. So, and don't forget the new tools, the round bar ones, they're going to be on the website for next week. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, if you're doing this sort of thing, the round one, like I say, they're going to come with negative rate cutters on. And the round one, I mean, that's lovely because it's just for rolling over on the round bar like that. It's just for doing all your rolling. As you can see, I didn't use it flat at all. I come in, just get on that. There's your bevel, right on there. You get that on there and you just ride your bevel down and get a beautiful finish like that. Right, thanks for joining me. That's enough of waffling on. And get going because Christmas is going to be here before you know it. We're at end of August, bank holiday weekend.
Decorations are already in the shops.
Yeah, it's going to be Christmas soon. So, you know, your wives are going to be wanting plenty of these. You can hang them all around the living room, can't you? There you go. I bet she won't moan about you bringing these in the house.
No.
Thanks a lot, guys. Toodle pip, and I'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.